Hello Kauai, here's our COVID-19 briefing from Team Kauai for Monday, September 28th. As of today, we now have 2 active cases on Kauai which were previously reported. Both cases remain in isolation and have not required hospitalization. Our cumulative case count is 59. Our police department continues to monitor nearly 2,000 people who are in travel-related quarantine. A majority of those are Kauai residents who have traveled off-island and returned. For additional information, please visit the Kauai Emergency Management Agency website at www.kauai.gov/COVID-19. Given our 2 recent cases, we have our Kauai District Health Officer, Dr. Janet Berriman, here to give us a little more detail.
Mahalo, Mayor. I wanted to provide our community with an update on the 2 positive cases on our island right now. Both cases involve mainland travel, but neither one traveled while they were infectious, and both of them were complying with travel quarantine when they were diagnosed. Because they were in quarantine, there was no broad community exposure. Only 3 close contacts were identified, and all close contacts are in quarantine. The positive cases are in isolation. Health department staff are checking in with the cases and their close contacts every day, and the close contacts have been offered testing. I also want to clarify what kinds of contact concern us. Just being in the vicinity of an active case may not be sufficient to require you to quarantine. Close contacts of a case of COVID-19 need to be in quarantine. A close contact is someone who has been within 6 feet of an active case for at least 15 minutes while that active case was contagious. In order to be considered a close contact, both the timing and the type of exposure are important. Within 6 feet for 15 minutes while the person was infectious. We've received questions about exposure on aircrafts. If these cases had flown while they were infectious, we would have worked with the airlines and the Centers for Disease Control to identify possible close contacts and bring them into quarantine if needed. Fortunately, neither of these individuals flew during their infectious period. Please remember that there are things each of us can do to protect ourselves and each other every day, every place we go outside our homes. Wear a mask, keep at least 6 feet of distance, and avoid gatherings of people in close proximity. Mahalo for all you are doing to keep yourselves and our community safe and healthy. Mahalo.
Thank you, Dr. Berriman. We continue to review the state's plan for reopening the islands to visitors. Governor David Ige's Supplemental Emergency Proclamation 13 establishes a new travel program beginning October 15th, while the 14-day quarantine for trans-Pacific and inter-island travelers remain in effect. Under the governor's new travel plan, trans-Pacific travelers can be exempt from quarantine if they can provide a negative COVID-19 test within 3 days of their travel into the state. Transpac travelers without a test would still be required to undergo a full 14-day quarantine, as would all inter-island travelers. However, the governor's 13th proclamation does authorize the counties to work on additional testing protocols. Our Kauai Incident Management Team is committed to providing a post-arrival testing program for incoming arrivals to Kauai. We have floated a proposal to state leadership in an effort to have a program up and running by October 15th. This is very much a work in progress, and we will continue to keep our residents and visitors updated as details are available. Employers on Kauai have created hundreds of new jobs through the county's new Kupa'a Rise to Work program. Displaced workers can find both part-time and full-time opportunities for a variety of skills. The program pays a competitive hourly salary and includes health insurance. 80 people have already started work through this program, and more are being processed. As of this morning, there were more than 100 jobs still available. If you are currently unemployed, please review the list of available jobs on our website, www.kauai4.com/rise to work. Click on the job list. It is updated each day with positions ranging from customer service to carpentry, laborers to landscapers, office assistants to marketing managers, farm work to sanitation. The list includes a job title, whom to contact, and other information. If you are a farmer whose operation has been directly impacted by the coronavirus, the U.S. Department of Agriculture has announced an expanded second round of its Coronavirus Food Assistance Program. The new round includes a number of Hawaii crops that were not included in the first round. For more information, visit www.farmers.gov/CFAP. Farmers can also work directly with the USDA Farm Service Agency for help on their applications or with general assistance. Here's the contact information for the Kauai FSA office at 4334 Rice Street, Suite 104. The phone number is 808-245-9014. The county and the two Kauai food banks are conducting the Kupa'a Kauai food distribution through the end of the year for food insecure individuals and families. Distributions are at the Kilauea, Kapa'a, and Lihue neighborhood centers on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and at the Koloa, Hanapepe, and Waimea neighborhood centers on Wednesdays and Fridays. Households can pick up food once per week. You must pre-register for the program each week by going to www.kauai.gov/COVID-19 and click on the green button that says Food Distribution. Please register at least 48 hours in advance and check that your email address is correct to ensure you receive registration confirmation. For those unable to register online, distribution staff at the neighborhood centers will be available to help you with the registration process. The Kupa'a Kauai Food Distribution Program is funded through the Federal CARES Act. Additionally, the Hawaii Food Bank has scheduled a series of 8 pop-up food distributions over the next 2 months. The next one is scheduled Thursday, October 1st from 10 a.m. to noon at Common Ground in Kilauea. The following is 10 a.m. to noon, October 8th at Hanapepe Stadium. Future distributions are in Kekaha, Koloa, Kapa'a, and Anahola. Advance reservations are required. For more information or to register, please visit hawaiifoodbank.org/Kauai-pop-up. Wednesday, September 30th is the last day for you to complete the U.S. Census. If you or someone you know has not yet completed your census form, please do this today. Reduced fee lunches, food stamp assistance, and many other federal programs rely on our population being counted. If our population is undercounted, money that should be going to us will go somewhere else. Please visit my2020census.gov and complete your form today. Thank you, Kauai, for being responsible. Your diligence is helping us to keep this virus contained. We thank you for understanding the role you play in mitigating the spread of COVID-19 on our island. Please continue to stay home as much as possible. Refrain from social gatherings or public outings. If you must interact with people outside of your home, maintain a distance of 6 feet of separation and wear a mask, if at all possible for you to do so. Remember, my mask protects you and your mask protects me. It's a sign of respect and aloha. Do not leave home if you are sick unless you're seeking medical attention, and then only after calling your doctor first. Wash your hands frequently and clean surfaces often. Stay informed and connected during this time of social distancing. We'll continue to post updates on our official County of Kauai Facebook page or on our Kauai Emergency Management Agency page at www.kauai.gov/COVID-19. The Centers for Disease Control is also updating its website regularly. For more information, please visit coronavirus.gov. Not everyone has internet access or follows the news, so please help to keep your loved ones informed. Be kind, take care of one another, God bless, and aloha.